This is our first day on set for Wrath and Rituals, and we're shooting on location in Morton, Illinois. I'll show you guys the house in a second. We're shooting at a private home, just to make things easier.
Yeah.
So, and that's something I like to do, to put money into the, local economies. Hi.
Hi.
Is that sorry, my assistant showed up. So I like to shoot actually on location, so that money goes into the local economy rather than paying like big companies and whatever. Sorry, I'm looking. I don't get by a car. So let me show you the location where we're at. Hang on. So this is the house where we're filming. This is Mary Catherine's house in the script. This is episode 1. So I'll take you in.
Nice. It's lovely.
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous home. That's Beck. He is our key grip. All right.
Hi.
This is Missy. You might recognize her from Survivor. She is actually Missy is our first team PA. I lost Adam. There's Adam. That's Adam. He's a grip.
Hi, Adam.
Over there you got Ian.
Hello.
Ian is my first AD. Then you go over here. This is our craft service. So then we're coming in. Don't worry, I won't get you, Linda. So we have a bunch of scenes that take place in the kitchen. And this kitchen is stunning. So we're going to be shooting here, which is pretty awesome. I'm very excited. And where's the office? The office is up here. So
Beautiful.
my bad.
It's
Sorry,
really beautiful.
It's a maze. It's beautiful. Thank you.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
So this is the office that we're going to use right here. Mary Catherine's office. And
Wow.
Yeah. I'm so jealous. I love being on sets.
so when we shot Making Up Love, I got everybody these little pens. So to keep the tradition alive, I got them. And I'll save
rituals
for you guys. I'll send you, make sure you text me your address and I'll send you 2.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. So, but
This
if
is
you,
exciting. It's really exciting.
it's a lot.
Did you sleep at all?
I would have, but my director of photography got locked out of his house, and he had a week. You have to let him in. So I'm gonna take this.
I figured you'd be up with all last minute things, and
No, everything is so organized, which I'm thrilled about.
What are your priorities today, Candice?
Huh?
What are your priorities today?
Priorities today is to get everything, or actually he's the guy that you need to talk to about priorities. That's Ian. So sorry, this is for a podcast. So all right, so I'm gonna turn you this way. Beck was on the other one.
Thanks.
Everybody's getting a new one. Hi, Britt. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Tony.
I'm
Hi, I'm
Seamus.
Missy.
Hi, Missy.
Nice to meet you guys.
You too.
Likewise.
Okay, so to be honest, I didn't hear anything Candice was saying. So what's going on?
We did a podcast. We interviewed Candice, and she was gracious enough to invite us to the first day of filming. So you guys kind of inherited us, I think.
Oh, nice. I love that.
So we're kind of stalking you today, seeing how things are going. And she said, we could grab anyone to interview.
Oh,
So,
that's great. Yeah. To ask all the questions. What do you want to know?
well, first tell us what your role is today. What are you doing for the project?
So for this movie, I am Candice's PA. So I'm her personal assistant. For the last movie, I was one of the actors. And we're filming in the same location, right? And so when she was posting about this, I was like, Candice, I'll come and I'll hold like the duct tape. Like I'll come and like, you know, I'll come and help the lighting, even though I don't know how to do any of those things. But just acting in this environment and with this crew, because she brings on the same people every time, it's just so beautiful. So like when people pull up, as they come up right now, like we're family, you know? And so everybody is doing somewhat of the same roles, but then other people, some are now acting that weren't acting before, and so now some are not acting, but we're all here. So it's still the exact same team putting everything together.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
I had the same issue. I love being on movie sets. I absolutely love it. I'm jealous.
It's so great. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be back. And we just love Morton too. Everyone here has been so kind and so loving.
Yeah. What's your priority today?
Today, my priority is making sure that Candice has everything she needs, right? So props, making sure that the continuity is there. Pretty much just picking up anywhere that the first AD, director, and also camera director kind of like need. So right now I'm getting ready to go for a prop run. We're missing a couple of props that I think would look really good. So I'm gonna go shopping for those and see where I can find that have duplicates, because we're gonna break a couple of glasses on there. So once we break one glass, I gotta make sure we have the exact same for like 5 more things. Yeah,
What
so
else?
just stuff
What
like
else?
that.
How much organization? Yeah.
Say it again.
I was just going to say how much organization went into today?
Oh, so much. So I should have brought the script and the paper out. So we have a paper that has everyone's, like, just a roster pretty much. We have the set scenes and the set times. And so anybody that's working crew, we're supposed to make sure that everybody's on task. So the actors have about an hour or two to get through a certain amount of scenes. If they don't, it's like, all right, guys, look, let's all regroup. Let's take a deep breath. We need to move on to scene blank, blank. So the roster is what we live and die by. And so we're here from 2 probably until maybe midnight. Hopefully that would be like a nice close to the day, hopefully. And so, yeah, the roster is pretty important. We have walkie-talkies. We have different people that are supposed to stay on top of the communication. Everybody just has a role. Some people have multiple roles, but from our last movie, it's a very well-oiled machine. Very, very well-oiled. I was very impressed because I'm coming from reality TV. And so reality TV is a totally different ball game. And so my first movie I did with her, I was very shocked by the amount of organization that goes into it. Because reality TV, they just set up a camera and they just watched me starve for a month. They didn't do anything. They didn't talk to us. But everyone here is very involved. It takes so much to make these movies and TV shows.
What show was that you did reality TV for? What was it?
I did Survivor on CBS.
Really? Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a great time, but it was very, very hard. I starved for 28 days and I lost 20 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it was very intense, but super fun. You know, that's another family. I love the community building behind this type of lifestyle, because those people are my family just as much as these guys are. But yeah, it was rough. It's nothing is fake about it.
Mm.
Well, I mean, so it was difficult to make the transition to scripted.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So the movie that we got done over the summer is called Baking Up Love. And that was my first really, like, any type of scripted role ever. And so the first time I saw the camera, I was immediately triggered. It was almost like a PTSD kind of response, because the last time I saw a camera, I was starving, I was hungry, people were attacking me. You know, I was playing a very individual style game, which means my life was very individual style. And then coming here, I just started stumbling through my lines. Like, I knew my lines, I knew the part, but I couldn't speak. The camera just scared me. And Candice knew immediately what was wrong, because she takes time to get to know us individually. And she like yelled cut, and I was just apologizing. It was like, oh my gosh, just fire me, please. I'm holding the team back. And she took me into like this like closet, and she's like, listen, I'm your coach. You're in a basketball game, because I played basketball for the Air Force team. And so she was like, you're playing basketball. We're down 3 points. I need you to pull it together and make the shot. And I was like, all right, coach. All right, coach, you're right. No, coach, you're right. I got this. So yeah, it's totally different, but also I love it more too. The camera is not a bad, guy. The camera is your friend. So it took going through that experience to learn that. And then I worked production as well for that one. And so now to be solely production, I feel like I'm just learning more about the scripted TV world.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, the progression is beautiful.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about what this show is about?
It's very hush. So I think I can say, the show is about secrets, and it's about hidden societies. It's about things that, you know, what doesn't meet the eye. It's that kind of show, you know, like you see this door, but actually there's probably a hidden door with a hidden passageway. And it's never what you seem. Like think like Wizard of Oz and then you pull the curtain back. It's kind of like that, but everything is top secret. Actors don't know certain things. Production doesn't know certain things. And I think that it's going to help create a very genuine performance by everyone.
One intrigue. If any of the actors drop out, the male actors, I'll be there in 2 hours. I can fly there, okay?
I love that. I'm going to put this audition in right now. I got you.
Well, you piqued my interest.
Yeah, it sounds great. After reading through the script and everything, I'm super excited to see how it comes together. Because like I said, we know all the actors that are here. So we've seen them in multiple things because we've worked together on so many projects. And so now to see them take this on where it's totally different, it's a totally different genre than what most of us are used to. It's going to be so beautiful to watch it unfold.
What's the difference for you? What's it like transitioning to behind the camera?
I think I'm going to enjoy it. I think I'm going to really prefer the preference of behind, because up front, like I said, coming from reality TV, the only character that I truly played well, I'm gonna get out the sun. I feel like I'm baking, but the only character that I truly play well, I think, is myself, you know, because coming from that reality TV background, that's all that I've ever been expected. That's all that I really know. And so without the same experience as the other actors, behind the scene for me is less intimidating, you know, like it really is like all eyes are on you when you're in front of the camera, which is cool. I will never forget the final product of seeing a movie on the big screen, eating popcorn and my face is in it. Love that. And can't wait to do it again. But I think behind the scenes is where you actually get to create the magic, you know, like it's cool to like film the scene and it's showing, like fans will see this much, but really there's just a whole world behind the camera that you couldn't even imagine. So for me, that's been the coolest part, getting to like see what goes into continuity or what goes into creating a fight scene or a death scene. We're going to have a couple of scenes that I've never seen acted out before in real life. And so I'm pumped. As a fan of watching TV, I'm excited, you know?
You must have some experience in cinematography because you've perfectly framed yourself for this shot right now, for you.
You know what? I'm very close to the camera director, so any and all angles I got to give to him. He's trained me well.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I know you have a job, you know, you have your jobs to do and we kind of just intruded on your day. I appreciate so much that you took a few minutes to talk to us.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm here for it. This, like I said, my job is very open. So my job is basically whatever Candice needs. So if she needs me to do a podcast, I guess I'm doing a podcast today. You know, it's very beautiful. It's a beautiful way to look at work. Like this is a very cool, it's a cool passion type thing.
Oh, and she was just so lovely. You know, when we got the chance to interview her about a week ago now, it's maybe 2 weeks ago, and she just seemed like a genuine, kind person, very creative, and I think that's both Seamus and I were drawn to because she's creative, and we love creative people.
I think that was my takeaway from our last set back in June, was that this whole group of people seemed like a creative brunch. And I'm a backpacker by trade, so I'm in a different city every couple of days. And so I feel like my lifestyle is very off the grid type thing. And being with such a big group of creatives, this is the first time where I've been in a room full of just creatives. They're, you know, full of people that really just follow their passion, even if it's strange, even if their outfits don't look right, even if this color doesn't match. Like, it's a really validating feeling to be around so many creative people. And she does it well. She has a beautiful, beautiful mind. And to see her pump these scripts out is wild. It blows my mind every single time I read one.
What scenes are you guys shooting today?
We're doing, I don't want to misspeak. I know it's like a living room scene, but I don't know if I can say exactly what's going on in the living room.
Okay, that's
like
okay.
Like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, all the scenes are going to be top secret,
yeah.
Even to the actors. Yeah. So no one knows until we like take the blindfolds off and, you know, push them out of the van and let them see what's going on.
I love that.
Yeah, they have no idea. They're all texting me because, like I said, we're friends, and I'm like, I'd love to tell you, and I never will.
Yes.
Well, it sounds great. I mean, you piqued my interest. I want to see it now.
Good.
How long before it comes out?
You maybe want to grab a camera, start filming something right away. You know,
Right.
It's so exciting. Yeah.
We have a couple of more episodes, so it's gonna be. I'm good. I'll talk to you in 1 minute. We have a couple of more episodes to film from here. This is just the first two, and then production typically takes 2 to 3 months, depending on what's gonna happen. So we're not sure on the set release date yet.
Well, we'll be looking for it.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. I know you have a job to do. I see somebody's trying to get your attention. Thank you for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it. Hello. May we call
Hello
you?
there.
May we call you David?
You may. You may call me David.
Thank you. I'm Tony, and that's handsome man is Seamus next to me.
Hi, Tony. I don't see Seamus, but hi, Seamus.
Hey, David.
Hey, there he is. How are you?
So how are you today?
I'm fantastic. It's day one, Wrath and Rituals.
Yeah.
I'm
Seamus-
jealous. I'm so jealous.
So can you tell us a little about your character?
My character's name is Simon Thomas. Simon spelled with a C, just for a little bit extra flavor there. And he's a detective, well-educated, good, moral guy. And there's a crime that happens, and he's investigating it. So I don't know how much I'm allowed to tell you about the plot. Truthfully, I don't know a whole lot about the plot. That's been the intention here, which is pretty cool. I know my character, I know his background, but as far as the other characters, I don't really know much about them. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of a way of getting us all to method act. So when I'm having a scene with somebody in real life, like I'm actually trying to figure out what their goal is and are they hiding something from me? And if they are, what is it? Why? It's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, Candice was telling us, a little bit about it. And Missy was telling us a little bit, but as you said, it's kind of top secret. So it's hard to get any spoilers out of anybody. You're all very tight-lipped.
Yeah, I mean, even if I wanted to give you a spoiler, I don't know anything.
So, I mean, do you have anything about this script that appealed to you in particular?
Yeah, I like the creativity involved here, and it's faith-based. It's a faith-based romantic comedy mystery. Trying to think of all the other things that it hits all rolled into one. It's pretty cool because it could live on a number of networks or streaming services.
Can I throw just a quick question at you? I know you're busy there, but can I just ask 1 or 2 quick questions
Sure.
about your history? I mean, because I find it fascinating that you come from a history as a professional wrestler. How did you wind up in acting, going from one career to the other like that?
Well, truthfully, I always wanted to be an actor. That was always the goal from the time I was a kid. Just so happened that my journey involved going a couple different other places before that, including becoming a lawyer, or going to law school,
Like
becoming
me.
a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer as
And
well.
then, are you? Oh, very nice. Yeah. And then going into professional wrestling, which, involves a little bit of acting.
Well, Seamus used to be a boxer, so he's used to being, hit.
Nice.
Now, when you were young, were you drawn to acting, or were you drawn to being an athlete? Like, what was your dream as a kid?
Both. I grew up idolizing Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, those guys, which all have something in common. They all have really big muscles.
Wow.
And, they were in some awesome films and pretty cool. They're calling me.
Okay. I'm going to let
Okay,
you
our
go.
time-
because
my time is up.
We knew it would only be a minute. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. We appreciate
Thank you,
it.
You're very
David. Thank
welcome.
you so much.
You're very welcome.
So tell us about your character.
Okay, well, what the director's done, which is very brilliant, is keep a lot of the secrets and the twists and turns in the story from us in the cast. even a couple of elements of our own characters. But I can tell you that this is a very juicy and meaty, I'm vegan, but I'll still say meaty, role for somebody of my age. She is not what she appears. You can't really tell if the whole Stevie Nicks softness thing is her, or if there's a real tough, you know, Tootsie Roll center. But my name is Mary Catherine, and there's a lot of intrigue, and there is definitely there's always a line for every character that's thematic. And there is a point when I say, I'm afraid of very little. And that kind of says everything about her. She has a lot of secrets.
Now, I mean, you've done some major roles, you know, been in some major productions.
Yes.
Doctor Who, National Lampoon's Animal House.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
fan. She said, I know your script. I love it.
And what was probably my favorite, actually, you were in Lois and Clark, right? The New Adventures.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
So that had to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, that good research on your part. The thing that was fun about Lois and Clark playing the Susanna York, playing the mother of Super Baby on the planet Krypton, was the day we were scheduled to shoot was the morning of the giant earthquake in Los Angeles in 1994. And so it was 4:30 a.m. I was supposed to be on set at 6, so I was just getting up to leave for set. And instead, I flew completely naked. I don't remember my feet touching the ground, up several flights of stairs to my kids were staying in a little apartment above our garage. And they had friends there. So that was incredibly traumatic, I'm sure, for all the kids. And then I said to Eric, okay, I'm going to set at Warner Brothers. He's like, no one's going to be there. And I was like, are you kidding? The show must go on. And I went, of course, no one was there. And we shot months later, and, you know, the stage was on hydraulics, and they were creating an earthquake type explosion, which is just so ironic. But it was a lot of fun playing that role, of course, with David Warner.
I'm a pop in.
Pop in.
You got to go get. She has to get mic'd. We got to get working.
Okay.
Guys.
Great to talk to you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Candice.
Sorry,
Good luck.
Eliza.
Thank you so much.